I live a little bit out in the country, it's a quiet area, and most people have a little bit more land. I remember that one Saturday, late afternoon, while I was driving home, I noticed a yard sale sign. It was very unusual to see this sort of thing in my neighborhood. In fact, this was probably the first one I was aware of since living in the area. Because of that, I was very curious and decided to drive over and see what items would be for sale. It was a little bit later, so I wasn't sure if it was still going on or not. But the signs were still up, so why not try and see? I followed them, which led me to a street that was only about a minute away from my home. I'd never been down this one before. It was a very quiet street, surrounded on all sides by woods. The second to last house before the end of this dead-end street was where the sale was. The house had a large front yard. There also was a very long and narrow driveway to the left of the house. After the driveway, there was this little open area of grass, and then there was a dense woods beyond that. There appeared to be items spread out for sale in the grass between the driveway and the woods, but I didn't notice anybody there, and there were no other cars parked on the side of the street or anything. Still, I thought I should check it out. I parked my car, got out, and started walking onto the property. When I got past the driveway to the grassy area, I saw many items lying on the grass there. There was a lot of smaller furniture, lamps, mirrors, nightstands, many other random things as well. I looked all around, but I didn't see anybody at all. I wondered where the owner was. Had they gone inside and ended the sale or something? I thought about just leaving. It was about that time when I remember that I heard a noise coming from the woods behind me. It was clearly a person. The noise didn't really seem like one that would come from an animal. I looked over and thought I could see a man moving from behind some trees to another set in the woods. They were quite dense, so I didn't see his features very well at all. But there was clearly someone hiding out in the woods. Was this the owner of the sale? I couldn't help but feel creeped out. Why would they be in the woods hiding? After not hearing any noises for a few moments, I began to back away. Didn't seem like a place I should be anymore. I started walking to the driveway to go back down it. When I made it about halfway, heard some more noises from the woods behind me. I looked over my shoulder and saw a man emerge from them. He was looking at me and began to walk in my direction. At first, I kept going, but when I made it the very end of the driveway, I turned around and stopped. The man was looking at me with this dead expression on his face, just charging toward me. I asked him if this was his yard sale, and when I did, the man didn't say anything at all. He kept on stomping toward me. It was really weird. At that point, I ran to my car, parked on the other side of the street. I got to it and got inside. When I did, the man had now made it out to the street area. I quickly drove away and went home. The whole thing seemed kind of odd to me. Just a few days later, I read up on Facebook that a man had been caught in connection to and in the area. When I read the story, I found out that he'd argued with the homeowner having a yard sale. I guess he was trying to rob him, and the man having the sale didn't want to give him anything. So the man attacked the owner and started to beat him. The owner of the sale was able to get away into the woods and escaped onto a neighbor's property. When I realized this, I also realized that I must have had the very lucky and fortune to have gotten there just a short time after that incident happened. I feel lucky the man didn't attack me too.